Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I am going to make a tuxedo pop-up card, and it's going to feature the January 2023 Not Too Shabby Shop Stamp and Die of the Month. You always have the option with the Stamp and Die of the Month to get just the stamp by itself or get it along with the coordinating die set. To start our tuxedo pop-up box, I've cut this heavyweight cardstock to 4¼ inches by 11, and along that 11-inch edge, I am scoring it at 2 5/8, 5¼ 7 7/8, and then 10½. And that little ½ inch at the end there, that's going to be a glue tab. So I've mitered off those corners, and that's going to be the base of our card. Don't fold it just yet. What you want to do is line up against the 5¼ mark, and score line, I should say. And you're going to cut along that score line, but you're only going to cut down 1.5 inches. So if you have a trimmer like mine where there's actually a ruler on that little plastic widget that holds my paper down, I can look at my blade trimmer, and actually there's a line that shows me how far down it's cutting. So I've cut it 1.5 inches down right on the score line. And then I'm going to score from that bottom cut to the 2 score lines that are on either side. So you want to line up that bottom cut to your 2 5/8 score line at the top, and lined it up with the 7 7/8 score line at the top. And then you'll have this V that is also scored. So now that we've done all of our scoring, you can start to fold. So I'm going to fold all of the first lines as mountain folds, and then that creates our box with that little ½ inch glue tab that's going to be on the back. That way we have a really nice finish on the front. And then we want to score those 2 triangle flaps as valley folds. So they're going to fold down in front of the card. And so it'll look a little something like that when it's all together. Before we glue anything though, let me start to do a little bit of coloring. So this stamp set is super duper adorable. There's a lot of elephants, really sweet for baby cards, and lots of little sentiments that are fantastic as well. I'm using color pencils to do my coloring, and I am coloring on super smooth cardstock, which isn't the best for color pencil work. So you have to be really careful. Usually with color pencils, you want paper that has a little bit more grit to it, a little bit more grab, because that texture is actually going to grab the pigment off of the pencil and will allow you to build up multiple layers. So now's a good time to mention that this video is part of a YouTube video hop. The hop is hashtag driven, so just search for or click on the link hashtag N2SBabyLove, and you'll see all of the amazing inspiration from my fellow design teammates who have also crafted with this month's Stamp and Die of the Month. So be sure to check out everybody's video, like their video, leave a comment. We all would, of course, love if you subscribe to our channels if you haven't already. But the Not Too Shabby Shop is also giving away a gift certificate. So when you're done hopping and checking out everybody's inspiration, you can go to any of our videos. Feel free to come back to mine if you can't find it for some reason. Open the description box, and in there you'll find a link to Rafflecopter. It's a website that will open up a form so that you can put in all of your information. That way, if you are the randomly drawn winner of the gift certificate, the Not Too Shabby Shop will have a way to get in touch with you and send you your prize. The winner will be announced on the Not Too Shabby Shop community page, so be sure you're also following the Not Too Shabby Shop YouTube channel as well. That way you'll get a notification whenever new videos are posted, as well as new posts to the community page. So as I'm coloring here, I am going in with very, very light pressure because this is such a smooth cardstock. I don't want to push too firmly down on the paper because it's just going to prevent me from adding and blending more colors over top. It's still very doable, so use what you have. Don't feel like even just because they make a special paper for color pencil coloring that you have to go and buy that special paper. You can definitely just color with what you have. So here I've already assembled my card, and I did use some papers from last month's box of the month, and I picked out some baby blues, which I thought were really, really just very sweet and would go really well with the scene I was creating here. And I've got some acetate pop-up stands that I am using to make it feel like these elephants are hovering, because one's on the moon, the other one's on clouds. So I want to make it seem like they're just hovering in midair. Now, that arch that you see on the inside of my box, I lost the video footage for decorating this whole box. So I'll have to describe to you what I did there. That is a piece of cardstock. You could definitely use acetate too if you want. That's been cut to 4 inches wide by 1/2 inch tall, and along the 4-inch edge I scored 1/2 inch on both ends. Then I folded those 1/2 inch glue tabs, and all I did was held it flat against and glued it down flat against the inside front of my box below the bottom of that V. That way it's as hidden as possible, but if you really don't like it to be seen, then you can definitely use acetate instead of white cardstock, as I've done. And because it is 4 inches wide and our card is 5 1/4 wide, it's gonna fold down flat still, but because it's got the extra glue tabs and when the box opens, it's gonna become smaller than 5 inches wide. And you can see I've actually cut out a smaller little pop-up stand here. And this is exactly how I attached the first one, except it's easier to attach the first one when you haven't closed up your box yet. But you can see I did the exact same thing just to add a second layer, and that way I can add another acetate stand. And onto this stand, I'm going to attach a sentiment. So as you can see, the nice thing about attaching your bridge pieces, which hold your pop-up stands, the nice thing about attaching them this way is that they're a little bit curved. That way, when you attach something to your pop-up stand, it's actually gonna face a little bit more forward, as opposed to facing 90 degrees, to one of the sides of the box. So that curve just allows for everything to face inward a little bit, and so it's really neat. It's a nice way to kind of create your pop-ups for this style of box where the point of the box is the front. So this is how it looks from the top, and then this is how it looks when you have it a little bit closer to being on display. I hope that you enjoyed my card, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the hop. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.